to those who are aspirant migrants want to land in their dream country and dream job. So these are our faculties, Dr. Shreya. So the faculties are actually based out of Australia. All of them are in Australia, and they have followed the same pathways to they have completed their Bachelor of Physiotherapy, Master of Physiotherapy, then they have followed the same pathway, cleared the same council examination, English examination, then they are practicing in Australia, so they know in and out, and they are going to teach in our training programs. So they are experienced faculties to guide you for the same pathway. If we talk about Australia, why Australia? So you'll have to consider and keep in mind several things, that if I am applying for any of the country, whether there is an easy process or not, whether they are offering me the permanent residency visa or not, what is the salary package which I'm going to get, what all other benefits which I'm going to get, right? So keeping in mind that what all the vacancies available as of now. So if you see that Australia do have a vacancy as of now, 6,100 plus job vacancies they require as a physiotherapist. So once those who have cleared the examination, they can easily file their license. Once they get the license, they can independently work as a physiotherapist there in Australia. So Australia is actually giving 2 lakh plus visas, permanent residency visas every year. It includes like entire professionals community. It is not only and only the medical healthcare. It includes everything. So 2 lakh plus visas every year they used to offer. If you see here, the average annual salary is going to be around 91,960 annually, Australian dollar. So which comes around 1.16 CR. So there is a huge chance to earn and hold a good position as a registered physiotherapist there in Australia and New Zealand. And this is the website called seek.com.au. If you'll find out this website and type as a physiotherapist that how many vacancies are available in Australia as of now, as a registered healthcare physiotherapist they require, you can find out close to 6,146 jobs available as of now. So huge requirement as a physiotherapist there. There are several other benefits which individual like medical doctors and physiotherapists can earn, like higher earning potentials. As I've told you that there's a huge vacancies available and higher earning potentials there. You can earn a lot of money. If you're holding a PR, your spouse also will be having a full work right. So both can start earning a lot of money there if they are working there. Quality of life. So they have said like 8 to 9 hours for 5 days you need to work. You can give remaining time to your family also. And career opportunities. There is a high demand in like as a medical practitioners there in Australia with fast PR process. Work-life balance. So you can easily earn by devoting your 8 to 9 hours much higher salary there. And you can lead your healthy lifestyle there. Professional development. If someone wants to pursue their higher studies, any training, if someone wants to do, definitely your hospital or where you are practicing, they are going to reimburse that amount. They are going to help you in training yourself and upgrading your skills. And there's a kids education and healthcare is free there in Australia. So you need to just take care of your boarding and accommodation and fooding there. These are the steps which you need to follow to become a registered physiotherapist in Australia. So first you need to apply for English proficiency test. So you can take any of the English proficiency tests like PTE, IELTS, OET. And once you clear that English test, then you can apply for your skill assessment called entering certificate eligibility assessment, where they are requiring your all your bachelor degree or master degree certificate, transcript, your birth certificate, your Aadhaar card, PAN card, and then your license in India, which you hold as a physiotherapist. Then they are going to take 4 to 8 weeks of time. Once they said that you are good to go ahead and write the examination now, then you can take the training with us. The training is going to be for 4 months, 3 months training, and 1 month is going to be the revision. And we have made this training uh, uh, designed in such a way that you will be able to easily clear the examination at your first attempt. We have 94% of success rate of our examinations, training programs, examination. So once you prepare yourself by taking a training with academically, then you can jump on in attempting the examination, where you need to register for the examination, upcoming examination, and you can take the examination at multiple centers which we have in India. Once you clear this examination, then you will be having a limited registration, right? Thereafter, you can fly down there and have your clinical assessment there, which we call physiotherapy clinical assessment. It is going to be the practical uh, examination at the simulation center. So there will be a multiple stations where there will be examiners. Examiners will be there at the each and every stations. You need to walk to the different stations, perform your task which they have given you, and they are going to give you the grade, average, fair, pass, fail, right? And once you clear that clinical assessment examination, then you can file your registration with the Australian body called APRA. And once you become a registered physiotherapist, then you can start working as a registered physiotherapist in Australia or New Zealand. After clearing the like in the English proficiency test, you need to have the 7 individual bands in IELTS, and PT requires 65 points each in each component, like speaking, writing, reading, listening, right? So you can attempt any of the English test, IELTS, OET, or PT. Skill assessment, if we talk about, so I told you that you need to produce your physiotherapy degree, transcript, work experience evidence, if any, valid passport, government ID proof, passport size photograph, and your license, your registration certificate. So Australia actually take the request. If you want to become a registered physiotherapist, you can apply without any experience, right? If you're having experience, certain years of experience, you'll be earning some of the points which will help you in getting the visa. Now I talk about the APC written assessment. It consists 30 cases based multiple choice questions plus 60 multiple choice questions. Duration of the examination is going to be 4 hours. Minimum requirement of scoring is 50%, no negative marking, and training preparation, as I've told you, that it is going to be 4 months, 3 months of training, live sessions, and 1 month of revision. So it is very easy, not difficult examination. If you have focused and cleared your BPT or MPT, definitely you're going to pass this examination. And whatever training which we are going to give you all, if you are focused and devoting your 2 to 3 hours, then you will be able to clear this examination easily. After clearing the examination, you can file your PR visas. These are the subclass 190, 189 PR visas. So there is a process called EOI, where you need to find out some of the states where you are intended to work, and you need to produce. They are going to evaluate each and everything, and then they are going to give you certain points. So based on the certain points earned, based on your age, based on your what degree you have done, how many students you have, if you have any dependent on you, if you're married, right? So each and every points that the setup going to give you certain points, and once you earn 60 plus 65 plus points, then you can apply for the PR visas, and you can easily apply and get this PR visa. There is no restrictions once you hold the PR visas, and your spouse also going to have the full work right to work there. And you can like fly down with your family and start working there as a registered physiotherapist and lead your life happily there. These are the some other subclasses visas: 482, 494, 491 regional sponsored visas. So here I would like to tell you that if you want to apply in any of the regional sponsored visas, definitely you are going to earn certain higher point in comparison to the other subclasses visas, which I have told you at the beginning. So and in the regional area, you are going to earn a lot of money also, because the accommodation cost will be little less in comparison to the metro cities there in Australia. These are the some of the program highlights: instructor-led and self-paced content. So once you register with us for the training, we will give you our learning management system portal access, where all the recorded sessions will be available, learning materials, reference material will be available. You can go through anytime, anywhere using any of your device, laptop, desktop, mobile phone, and you can consume the content, prepare yourself for the upcoming examination. And there'll be a live sessions also. If you haven't attended the live sessions, you can have the recorded sessions also. And there's a provision where you can have a one-on-one session. So what do I mean by one-on-one session? If you have any doubts, you want to clarify your doubts with any of our faculty, you can write an email, have the faculty help clarify your doubts by coming one-on-one, having a one-on-one session with him or her. Unlimited access of content. So we have designed our training in such a way that we keep assessing your skills in between the training in the form of mock test. So if you are performing well in the mock test, definitely you'll be having a more confident to write the examination. And if you're not confident, not performing the mock test, then we won't recommend you. Even if you don't have a confidence, you will not be able to write the examination in a proper way. So we would recommend you can take our help, prepare yourself. Once you feel very confident, then you can take the examination, because academically is going to charge our training program training fee once only, and we are committed to deliver the training until you pass the examination. So unlimited support, unlimited access of content will be there until you pass the examination. Flexible schedule. So flexible schedule means that once you fail to attempt any of the live sessions, you can have the recorded sessions, consume the content, and prepare yourself anytime, anywhere. Periodic webinars from the industry mentors. Like we keep conducting the lot of webinars from the different industry leaders and mentors, from which you will be having a lot of good understanding about the content, about the process and the flow and everything. Feedback and assessment also, as I've told you, that it is very easy to assess you in the form of mock test. And once you once you are pretty confident, then you can attempt the examination. So we provide the placement and visa support also. So once you clear all of the examinations, apply for the visa, you got the invite for the visa, then you start searching for a job. So in the searching for a job also, we are going to help you in the form of that, how your resume should look like, how your cover letter should look like, what questions generally they may ask, where, in which state a lot of vacancies are there, which website you can follow to like find out a job, right? So these many things we will keep you aware of, and then you can apply for the job, crack the interview, get the job, and fly down there and start working there. So these are the some of the highlights which we have. English proficiency, these are like fee structure which I've shown here. So English proficiency test, if you talk about, so $400 you will have to pay to academically, and there is a certain examination fees which you need to pay. Then interim certificate, you will be having $1,000 for the interim certificate for eligibility assessment and for cultural safety training. So they are going to give you a certain number of hours content to consume online as an cultural safety training, which makes you about their culture, how you can communicate with the patient, how you can handle their queries and questions, right? And for that, for the document evaluation, we charge $1,000 Australian, and then there'll be a government fee, which is 1120. For the written examination, we charge 3,200 Australian dollars, and for the government fees, they charge 1,930 Australian dollars, and they keep changing. So whatever the government is charging, you'll have to pay by using your debit or a credit card. So after clearing the written assessment, you will jump on to the writing the clinical assessment examinations, which is a practical test. I told you that it is going to be at the simulation center in Australia, which you can, and there's a cost involved 4,200 Australian dollars that you need to pay to council only. We do have a partnership with the bank called Eduance. So if somebody wants to avail the no cost EMI, they can easily file their case and take the financial assistance with the bank called Eduance, and there'll be a no cost EMI of 6 to 12 months, which you can easily repay the same amount whatever you have taken as an educational loan. So we are going to help you in the financial assistance also. These are some of the reviews, which is highly rated by our learners. So now we are ready to take your questions. I'll be happy to answer your questions if you have any. So Abdul, if you can ask and take their questions and ask.
Sure.
Yeah.
So there is a question in.
Yes, Abdul.
Have you got it, sir? There is a.
Your voice is cracking, Abdul. You're talking about the question that is in the chat box?
There is a question in chat box.
Okay. So somebody is asking different job roles in Australia, question mark, what way it is different from India. So I'll give you the example of what way it is different from Australia. So it is basically different from India. It's in the rules and regulations. They are very about their rules and regulations, right? So they cannot break those rules and regulations. Secondly, it is a highly paid country, right? So if you'll compare, I will ask a person who asked this question that what actually physiotherapists earn in India, right? But there it is a highly paid country, and as a physiotherapist, as a registered physiotherapist, you have a chance to earn minimum average salary is 1.12 CR, 1.5 CR, right? And job roles, definitely once you start with as a registered physiotherapist, definitely once you earn a lot of experience, then your job role is going to be changed. So based on your experience, you can earn certain experience. You can definitely learn and earn, and definitely you are pursue your career in the same domain. And the roles and responsibilities are definitely going to be changed time to time. Is that am I clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And there is a difference. As I told you in my first slides, that there are a lot of difference where the medical doctors and physiotherapists and other doctors, they used to get as a additional benefits, right? Which you are not getting in India, right? So their healthcare is actually free. Child education is actually free, right? You'll have to just have your accommodation and food, right? And the entire amount you're going to save. So this is the major difference, and you're going to earn a lot of money there. And the most importantly, you are going to hold a PR visa, permanent residency visa. If I can compare in other countries, it is very hard to get a green card, very hard to get a PR visa there in other countries. But in Australia, there is a huge vacancy, huge demand is available. This is the time where you can migrate easily and earn a lot of money and settle your career, beautify your career there in the same domain. Abdul, any other question?
Yes, sir. In the chat box, one more question.
Yes. What is the tenure of the examination? How much time in a happens? So if I'm not wrong, it is going to be conducted two
It is
times, two
four
times,
times.
four
It is
times.
4 times in a year. So every 3 months, this exam going to conduct. Okay. So whenever you are ready, for example, like in the March, June, September, and December, like this, you can write. So next exam is going to be for physiotherapy. It is in December.
December. Yes. Any another question?
Sir, there is another question in chat box.
Total package. Total package means like fee structure you're talking about?
So they're asking what is the total investment they need to make.
Okay. So I told you that there are certain fees which is going to you'll have to invest towards the government charges, and we are going to charge our training fee. So inclusive of everything, you are going to invest around 6.45 to 7 lakh rupees, not more than that. If I'm right, Dr. Akram, this is the same amount maximum, 6.5 to 7 lakh. Sir, if you can give a light on this.
Yes, basically, you are going to invest hardly around, 1.5 to 2 lakh rupees you have to pay us. Rest of the money you need to pay directly to the government. For example, for documentation process with Australian Physiotherapy Council. Then when you are booking for the exam part 1, then you are booking for exam for like English exam, then again exam for part 2. Okay. So basically 70% around the whatever the expenses you are directly going to pay to the government, not to us.
Yes.
Yeah. And you are not
It
paying
is
all
7 to 8 lakhs, right?
and you are no need to pay all together. You are paying basically in the step by step.
Yes, sir.
And we are also providing
Not 7 to 8 lakhs, right?
no maximum 7 lakh. Work experience not required. Even zero experience, you can apply.
Sir, other thing is asking, what is the difference between working in India and Australia?
First of all, in India, basically, there's no respect for physiotherapists. In India, medical doctors they think that they are all in all. Whether you are a nurse, physiotherapist, pharmacist, no value in India. It's not just the money. There's no value. Whether you are working in any hospital or you are working in any clinic. Okay, so in doctors, basically, the MBBS doctors are dominating in India. In Australia, you will feel basically proud when you are working as a physiotherapist. There is a certain, rules, regulations for you, and the doctor cannot intervene in your area. Basically, you have to guide them. You have to basically intervene even in the doctor's area. If they are not prescribing or prescribing this and that, so if there is a need for physiotherapy, this and that. So there's a very huge difference in the high income country or in India. So you cannot compare basically the Indian system with this like US, Canada, Australia, these countries. Here is they respectful basically for each and everyone. Like nursing, you have to do this. This work is for you. Pharmacy, this is your role. Physiotherapy, this is your role. But in India, they don't care basically. So doctors basically in the hospital when you are going, they don't care you are this physiotherapist, this and that. This is the main difference in India and Australia, apart from the money and other advantages you are going to get. Even after master degree in India, you can earn basically around up to 20,000, 25,000, hardly 30,000 per month only. As you know, the better the situation for physiotherapists in India.
So there is one more question in the chat box.
Yeah, I mean, these are the, there are so many, even physios they need in school also, they need, even there's the age care, they need physiotherapists, There is different sectors, sports physio also, there's a lot of sports, clubs is here, they definitely need sports physio here. Even like small, like, small mohalla we call in India. Like, there will be a small club is here, like cricket club is there, football club is there. They need physios. A lot of vacancies for the physios.
Not got it. Sir, like, can you repeat that one? Sir, can you repeat that one?
Which one?
Regarding that sports physio.
Yeah, sports physio basically, they can work in wherever the sport is there. So, for example, for the cricket, the Australians love cricket, So small colonies, even they have their own club, and they hire, these physios. Even in the school also they hire for physio, because they have a lot of sports things. So Australia has a very totally different from India. In India, parents are forcing to study this subject, this and that. You must be engineer or doctor, this and that. But in Australia, parents can't force basically here. Whatever student want, they can. If student are very much interested in the sport, certain sport, So they will encourage, school will encourage, and they have all the facilities there. There is some club is there, in club each and everything, all the facilities, including the FIFA, physio, their point there, and coaches there. So there is a lot of vacancies for sports physios in Australia.
Sir, the student is asking, do he need to clear IELTS before appearing for the exam?
Yes, 100%. First English test, then only you can start this process.
So one student is asking, what is the minimum bank balance? Is there requirement of bank balance?
No, there is no such bank balance required for Australia. Uh, Earlier, like 5 years back, they required around 20 lakh, but now they removed this condition. There is no bank balance required. Once you registered, you can work anywhere. There is no such preference that government or private. Here, people are. This is not India, as I mentioned earlier. In India, physios they are getting. Some might be getting 10,000, another getting with 20,000. Another hospital might be paying 30,000. So here, the government already fixed the minimum salary for all the occupations, including the physios. So no one, whether it is private or government, people are preferred to work here. The private is paying high salaries compared to government. So very few people basically work in government in Australia. For example, if you are getting a salary of 80,000 in government, in private might be you will get 100,000. So locals they prefer to work in private sector. But like Indian mentality, basically the government things like So the Indians only they are working in mostly in government sectors because local they don't prefer to work in. They work for basically the higher salary where they are getting high salary. The private sector in Australia paying high salary as compared to the government. So it's up to you. Once you got registration, license, it's up to you where you want to work. You can work in government, you can work in private.
So there is a few more questions in the chat box.
Whatever you study in your 4 year, that's more than enough to pass the exam. There is no any specific skills you need. So we will focus basically whatever the syllabus for Australian Pharmacy Council we are going to cover. But those already you study in your 4 years. So no need to worry, any specific subject you need to focus on all those things. So our faculty will take care of all those things. You just need to join us. We will provide you the 4-month coaching, live classes from Australia, the 3-month coaching, then 1 month the revision. This is more than enough. So we are basically our syllabus based on last 15 years question paper based on that. Whatever they are asking in the exam. So we prepared our own syllabus. So we are here to help you to pass the exam. We are not here to again to teach you again regarding the physiotherapy. You already a physiotherapist. That's why it is a very short course for 3 months. 4 years you study in physiotherapy, we cannot finish in 3 months. What are you studying in 4 years, right? So our main focus to help you to clear this exam, and then you can come here and practice. And Indians basically, highly skilled. Basically, they see a lot of patients. Australia, hardly you will see per day very low number of patients. This is not that much. So they considered Indian experience is very highly considerable when you are applying for a job.
Sir, one more question, sir. What about job security there? One student is asking.
Job security. You are Indian citizen. Is there any job security for you to get a job in India? You're asking this is a rubbish question basically. If you are looking to migrate abroad, okay. But if it is Australia or any country, there is no one can give you guarantee. So government giving you citizenship. Citizenship, you understand? If you are paying someone 2 CR, 5 CR rupees, they will not give you the citizenship. Citizenship only can get the person if the government are given. So government every year they make a list of occupations. Those are in the shortage list. These occupations only will get this PR visa. Not everyone cannot get this PR visa. Okay. If your occupation not in the list, you cannot apply this visa. Only can apply if your occupation is in the list. So the good news that physiotherapist is written in the list, and it is in the like a long-term shortage list. From last several years, they are not able to fill this gap. Still, they need a lot of physios, and there is a lot of basically in the geriatric population in Australia. They need a lot of physios for them. Australia is is a high-income country. It's social security for them. So if anything here happen to the to any Australian citizen, government will take care. Everything is free basically here. So as a patient, I do not need to pay to fees for doctor, physiotherapist, or nursing, or going for pharmacy. Everything is free for me. The government will pay my fees for doctor, for physiotherapist, for nurse, for pharmacist, even for medicine also free here. So each and everything is free basically for a patient. So if physio is saying that you have to see me next week, he will definitely come and see because it is free for the customer. But in India, patients are paying from their own pocket. So might be he might think, oh, now I'm feeling well, I'm not to go to again to see because I need to pay $100, 100 rupees, maybe 500 rupees for physio fee. Okay. So a lot of difference basically in Australian high income countries. Without interview, who will give you a job? Even in India, if you are looking 10, 15,000 rupees, there is the interview must be there. Someone has to take your interview. The same is here in Australia. So once if you are looking at job, interview is must for any job. In any way. Even in India also, if you are going to find any job, so the employer will take the interview. Definitely interview will be there. But for visa and all those things, there is no interview.
Abdul, I have shared a feedback form in the chat box.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, which you can share.
Please, sir. I'll do that.
Any more question?
Sir, we can wind up, sir.
Okay, Abdul.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, Dean sir, do you want to discuss anything?
Sir, thank you for your time and the arrangements. And we will connect you, sir. If our students are asking some more questions or need more clarifications, we shall connect you, sir. Thank you for the arrangements. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Thank you for this opportunity, sir.